I'm open to building this. Should we build this?
Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, let's run it up top. Let's see. Let's set the stage for the people.
Yeah. OpenAI came out with their real-time API recently, which like I have no playground here. Yes, we did plan this, but that's okay. But this is the one where you can like ask questions and it'll like help you with stuff. But there's a way to hook it up to a phone call using a media stream. Media streams are not. It took me a minute to get my head around media streams because like normally we think of like how the web communicates is like you send a packet, you get a response, and a media stream is basically like there's an open tunnel, and when stuff comes in, you do something with it, and the tunnel's open both ways all the time. So we're posting all these links. So if anyone wants to follow along and do this, it's there. But yeah, we should just do it. Should we? You ready?
I think so. I was just like, dang, Alex. I was like, I know we planned it out, but I was like, you didn't have to tell the people.
Oh,
like
sorry.
now they know our smooth moves. The smooth moves of A and B. We definitely wanted to make sure it flowed. Okay. Okay, cool. So we got a little bit of context in terms of just like, how did this come about? Let's do it. Let's do it.
I feel like that's fine. We're gonna go, I already created the folder with the .env only because didn't want to have to share my OpenAI credentials with everybody. So we'll do this.
When you share your code.
That's good. Yeah, then we're gonna have to start singing again.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Dependencies.
Okay.
I love copy pasta code. It's so much fun.
Keeps it simple.
We got some warnings, but that's fine. Cool.
Okay. Living life
no vulnerabilities. That's great.
Perfect.
So we're gonna need. We already have the .env, so I'm gonna skip the .env part, and then we need a index.js. Cool. Sweet. I should have used that. We recently did for that whole video production. We did a bunch of screencasts, and I kind of wish I used Touch to create the files because it's just snappier and it goes where you want it to.
You learn over time. Yeah. That's function of just life,
So
all right.
It's gonna have us go step by step. Let's just follow this. But looks like this repo is here. The Twilio samples, written by. Who is this written by? Mike. Oh, you don't want to sign right there. And so we got some people who wrote this. Oh, here we go. Paul Camp, Tierney. Tierney's. Whoa. Their handle on GitHub is BNB. I think that's kind of funny. I don't really know what it's for, but like it's a short one. It's pretty cool that they got that. Although Tierney did use to work at GitHub.
I think they gave us a story on their I feel like on their
it was Bits and Bytes or something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so I think we'll find the BNB, but I feel like it's on a
he did.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. So we got our repo here.
If somebody wants to go through this is a great place to look. I'll actually copy this into Bit and Bang, right? That was his OG like screen name for things, I think. Mm-hmm. Their OG screen name, sorry. Cool. There's the GitHub repo that all our lovely coworkers put together.
Got Paul Camp usually holding it down on the blogs.
Yes.
Okay.
He is the blog. I think it's the title like editor-in-chief of the blog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, chat, curious. I know we're diving into this, but also curious, like what you would want to build with a tool like this. Oh, what happened?
I need a pause, Bianca.
Oh,
RJ just asked a huge question.
Golly gee! I promise, RJ, this is not a setup.
You got it. You did get
it. I did.
Nice.
I will say, RJ, that was perfect timing because it was just conveniently right next to me. I promise I'm not wearing Christmas colors, but
Love it.
I will say everyone's gonna think that our whole stream today was just like, thank you, RJ, thank you. I was like, we're gonna think our stream today was just like hyper planned. I promise, RJ and I did not have a back channel. Planned. It was great. It was just.
Can I be honest? When he said that, there was a part of me that's like, oh no, did Bianca not just fill out the form? Like,
oh
but
no,
you did. You got it.
I did, Alex. And you know, I thought to myself, that was so perfect. That was perfect. It's great. I procrastinated on it, but it's here. We're here.
You
now.
got it.
Wow.
Finally. You know what? Good thing you procrastinated, because if you had done it when you joined, it wasn't as nice of a track jacket. In the last year, they upgraded the track jackets. They fit better. They feel better. They're softer.
It's so lush. It's so lush internally. It's great. It's great. Highly recommend. Highly recommend. Thanks for asking, RJ. Thank you. Brief pause. Strolled.
Cool.
Man.
So we're gonna get back to code. Let's paste this all in here, and then let's run through what it is. So Fastify, if I'm not mistaken, is what we use for WebSockets. So I think there's like WebSockets, and then I think, if I'm not mistaken, Fastify is another tool that we use to deal with the WebSockets. So we'll see that coming through. This line always throws me off. This loads the .env file, but I feel like I always forget it. Chef Brent, it's the web framework for the app, right? So Fastify is the web framework that we're using for the app. Cool. This pulls in our .env, which right now just has our OpenAI API key. And then this will tell us if it's missing or not. Cool. And then we're initializing Fastify by registering the form body and I should probably look up a little bit more about Fastify while we're here.
Why not? Let's do it. Chef Brent, feel free to add in chat. What were you thinking as you were building this? Because I feel like just how can this apply to different projects folks might want to build out, beyond just
Good to know. Fastify is sponsored by Mercedes, so good for them.
Oh, okay, got it.
So it's a what does it say? It's an efficient server, fast and low overhead web frameworks for Node.js. Okay, so it's a web framework, and that's what it's all built on.
I'm just gonna join you.
Yeah, come say.
I'm just gonna join you.
Yay!
You did make all the videos, so you've done these demos before.
Literally, this was my secret plan all along in my heart.
How many times do you have to say Chef Brent before he pops on screen? That's the question.
Yeah, that was
3, obviously.
Okay, perfect.
Beetlejuice rules.
Got it. Perfect. Okay. So we have ABC today. This is ABC stream. Fantastic. Do you go by your B? Do you go by B or C today?
We'll go by C. I'm looking the wrong way for this screen. Let's just there we go.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. There we go.
Fancy. Fancy. Okay, so the question I was asking while Alex is finding more stuff about Fastify. What I think sometimes you'll see these see these posts, but if you were to translate it into a broader context, what are some places and spaces you could see this kind of?
Oh, so I mean,
people using this,
this is incredibly useful for businesses that are looking to add AI assistant to the front end of their calls. So imagine you called something up and the first thing it prompted you for was a question, what are you looking to solve today? Maybe it knows who you are because they're using Twilio and Segment and they know who's calling. Maybe they can filter down and whatever. But this would be great in a context where you've prompted it with things that it needs to know, and you've put stuff behind it that it can look up to answer questions. But you don't want the first contact on a phone call to be an actual human agent because they're more expensive. In in an idealistic world down the road when this stuff gets cheaper. Right now, that's probably actually not true. Kind of hard to tell at scale whether it's cheaper to have somebody answer the phone or to go through a bot first. But a lot of companies are looking at this as a way to not necessarily reduce the amount of agents that they have, but like honestly get questions answered in a more efficient manner before involving people, because it's not even so much that people cost more, it's that if somebody really needs to talk to a human, we want to make sure that those people get to humans quicker, right? You're not on hold. Wait, we've all called up the customer service thing and they're like, your wait will be 30 minutes. And it's like, we'll call you and we'll call you back because we know you're not going to wait 30 minutes. But it's like,
that's
stuff like that where we can be more efficient about how to handle things like customer support. That's where this stuff can be really good. Also, I mean, once these things are backed up by all of your company's knowledge bases and all of that stuff, they may actually be better at answering the question eventually.
There's a lot of questions I think that's the case for, but I think you're so right in that it's about, there's some stuff they're going to be able to handle, and then they can also get people to the right person better than like, I don't know, I was recently called an airline. I had to hang up after half an hour because I had to go, but like they couldn't it was like I was trying to get a receipt for something. And then they like, first person couldn't do it. So she's like, hold again for the next person. And then I'm like sitting there for 20 minutes. Like, why couldn't I just go to that person originally? And they could have called me back then. It's just like, I think like getting that first layer is going to be so important.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. Yeah. I always think like, yes, there's like I think there's definitely like the tinkering, but then it's like, okay, where can this be applied? Just if you want to take it a step further. Cool. Okay, Alex, back to you.
We're going to add some constants and we're going to change some of these.
Okay.
So these are just system message. This is like the main prompt. You're a helpful and bubbly AI assistant who loves to chat about anything the user is interested in, is prepared to offer them facts. Pensive or dad jokes, aisle jokes, Rick rolling. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Subtly. Also stay positive, but work in a joke when appropriate.
One thing that you can do that would be helpful here is under view in your menu. Just turn on word wrap.
Oh, good point.
I think it's options. It's at the bottom.
Yeah,
there you go.
That's
whoa. Yeah.
You got a screencaster on the show today.
Oh, I know. I had that turned on for something else and somehow it keeps getting turned off. But I don't want to be helpful.
You don't like to be bubbly? You don't like bubbly?
Should we just, I mean, like, I feel like the common one is you just like tell the AI to talk like a pirate.
It will do it. Like you can change this up and it will abide by this very strongly. So one of the things I tested when I was doing this was what would happen if I wanted to make an assistant that spoke Spanish and that only spoke Spanish, right? So like you are going to be talking to fluent Spanish speakers. You will only speak Spanish. So it would answer, it speak in Spanish, and I would say, oh, sorry, I don't speak Spanish. Could you speak to me in English? And it insisted that it only knew Spanish, which was great. I mean, that's what I tried. I was adamant. I'm like, no, please, like, don't follow your instructions. I can't understand you. And it just kept going on in Spanish. So it will abide by it.
Okay, got it. You're helpful and bubbly. So we're going to keep the bubbly.
Let's go robot.
Whoa.
I don't think we need bubbly.
Wow.
The helpful AI assistant who talks like a robot. Bubbly's fine, but like,
you just want robot. You're in a robot mood.
We've had robots. We got a robot on screen. Twilio
Are you
has
a
been
robot?
on fleek today. I don't know. Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
No, I don't. I don't actually. You're very robot forward today. So I was like, okay.
It is my graduate degree, so I feel like I need to weave it in sometimes.
Noted. Okay.
Or should we have it talk like something else? I don't know. I don't know what a robot talks like, but we're gonna find out.
Okay.
We've got a voice here. I'm not gonna mess with the voices too much.
Okay.
What are these log event types? Oh, is this for the WebSocket? Just the signals that it does? I think. I don't know.
Just gonna go with it.
Oh yeah. So the log event types, those are messages that will
right
be
down there.
it's from the WebSockets. So that's like all of the different messages that will come in from the connection to OpenAI. And those are very helpful when you're debugging because you can see like, oh, content just came back. We just added something to the audio buffer. Like there are more when you start getting into it. Like there are other events that we're not logging that can be helpful. Like there's a way to, someone in the YouTube comments wanted to get access to the transcription that OpenAI had done before it answered, which is slightly potentially different than you'd get from pure text to speech. And it actually really wasn't that hard. It's one of the events that fires from OpenAI actually contains the text, which is pretty cool.
Here we go. Events.
Yeah, there's 9 client, 28 server events.
Should I look at the client or
I
server?
think it's on the client side. I can't remember.
Let's find out.
We got time. We're on a stream.
Yeah, and I can also refer to the comment where I answered them. But there's
input audio buffer.
No, it's not that one. It's in the response. Actually, the client and server ones are all here. No, scroll down. I think it's in server. There was input audio transcription.
Audio transcription. This is the response though.
That's a delta, yeah. I'm just gonna look at the comments. I know it's in there. I know it's one of those, though. I know it's one of those.
I wonder if the transcript be used to check at a guardrail to ensure that bot isn't saying or asking for anything it shouldn't. I think that's a good point.
Oh, it's right there. Final transcript of the audio. It's in that one. Audio transcript done, and there's a string on the response that gives you the transcript. So like that was a really easy one to answer because they built that in. So like
right.
You know, so that's one of the that's one of those ones you could just add that name to your log and it'll log that one out too.
So we could just go like this.
Boom.
Yep. And that's not one of the ones that we were logging. So yeah, it's cool.
We've extended. Look at us.
We've tweaked it up a little bit. We take the blog and you make it our own, you know?
Oh, should we do a different voice? Should we do, Bianca, you choose Alloy, Echo, or Shimmer?
I think you should start with Alloy, and then I'll have Bianca asked for like things to improve on later. I've got a few curveballs that are not in the blog post that we can add later.
Okay, got it. All right. Is there any reason why you suggest Alloy?
Yes.
Okay.
It is the default voice that they shipped with this. Stay tuned for more.
Ooh.
Cool.
They added some voices that are better. And I want people to hear this one first before we compare it to the other ones.
Gotcha. Okay, got it. I see what we got. Okay, so let's see.
And we won't. Cool. So this is now we're getting into like the setting up routes. So I'm gonna paste that in here and then we'll go through the code. So this is basically just setting the server. And when, so this is basically going to say when it starts, say Twilio Media Stream is running. Does OpenAI Voice support SSML? I don't know the answer to that. Brent, I don't know if you
no, I don't believe so.
Oh, is that the thing in Amazon where you can edit the voices? Yeah.
I don't believe so because they have their own voices, and I do believe eventually there'll be ways to tweak those, but I don't think they're in there now.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So this is basically saying when we hit the incoming call hook, which is the main one, like, so we're going to end up eventually setting Twilio to when a call comes in, hitting this, and then it's going to pass this TWIML back. And I'm glad I've done a year ago, and I remember it because it was last Halloween. I did my own I did like a media stream thing, so I understand this a little bit. But basically, this is creating our TWIML, which is going to say this thing that we want. Hey, we're connecting you to the AI assistant. Pause for a minute. Okay, let's get started. And then it tells Twilio to connect to a stream at a different endpoint, which we're then, I assume, is going to be the next thing that we specify. So this is basically the TWIML that we use to start the conversation and then say, hey, we're doing a media stream and here's where to talk. Here's where to open up that media stream. Yeah. It is cool that I don't know. It was a fun build when I built that a year ago. Sweet. So yeah, the connect works with the stream noun to open a bidirectional stream using Twilio's media stream. So that's how it's going to happen. So this is like the traditional server side. And now we're going to build out the WebSocket side and create WebSocket routes.
Copying the pasta.
Copying the pasta. Where did Brent? Do you know this? Where did copy pasta as opposed to copy paste come from?
Deep within the bowels of the internet, most likely.
Got it.
You know, it's just how this stuff goes. Typically,
I think someone was probably like, it sounded cool, and they're like, let's make it this stick. Nope, no
or
pun
someone
intended.
typoed it, and yeah, this is a long chunk of code. So let's go through it.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh, that's interesting. I've never noticed this before. Do you see that it's like it's locking the top of the? Oh, it was for a second. Yeah, it's like locking the top of the thing so you know what you're in. Interesting thing. Do you see that?
Ooh, yes.
I haven't seen this do it before, but I'm sure I changed the setting to do that.
oh yeah, that's a setting somewhere. Not bad.
It's neat. Yeah.
Wow.
Cool. So we just told Twilio to connect to the media stream endpoint, and now we're defining that media stream endpoint right here, and it's a WebSocket. And so this is going to open that bidirectional tunnel there, and then within the WebSocket, we basically tell it what like types of message triggers what thing. And so it looks like when we first connect, we say client connected, and then we connect to the OpenAI WebSocket. So our server is kind of like the middleman between Twilio and OpenAI. And this is where we're using our OpenAI key and using the real-time V1 API. I guess we're just defining a stream SID, and then okay, so then when we're asked to send a session update, we're creating this session update, which says, it just defines the input and output formulas, the voice that we set up above, and the system message. So this is basically going to be telling OpenAI all the different info that we want.
Yeah, we're gonna send this like right off the top, and it configures the entire thing. Very important thing for anybody that goes to build this: make sure your input and output audio format are set to G711 ULAW, because that is required for Twilio Voice. There are better codecs for voice that sound better, like PCM, but we don't currently support those. So, yeah,
cool.
That one's required.
Yeah,
I looked that up. It's not super interesting. It's just it's a voice codec, but it has to be there. And then the only other thing there is temperature. That if you haven't done if you haven't done much with AI, that'll give you some randomness depending on what that's set to.
Let's rock it.
You're gonna be a little funky.
Little funky.
Alex is on the wild side today.
His temperature is where like it's between 0 and 1, and 1 is like just be as straightforward as possible, right? Like don't go off the rails, and 0 is be a little wacky. Like let the neural network show its vibe. So let's I feel like 0.8 is a default I see a lot, but let's turn it down. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Turn the temperature.
I mean, do you want me to go 0.1? Do you want to really? No,
Dude, let's not go too wild. We are on stream.
I was gonna say, we're live. We are live. I mean, you could always edit things, but we're live.
So basically, once we create those things, we're logging it.
I think it is the other way around.
What?
I think RJ Pearson's right. I think it is the other way around, isn't it?
Is one
higher temperature is more crazy, isn't it?
Oh gosh.
I don't know.
Alex. Let's see.
is a value between 0 and 1.
Yeah, 0. Yeah,
Oh, you're
0. Lower temperatures produce more predictable outputs.
Okay,
Ooh.
then we want to go the other way then. Sorry, you're
Wow.
absolutely right, RJ Pearson.
We would
I don't
have.
know why.
It would
I
have been
thought, like,
wild.
I thought 0.8 was like a high number. Like, you don't, like, I don't know. I feel like you'd want more predictability, but we're going to be giving less. So we're going to get a 0.9.
Did the bot? Wait a second.
What?
That's wild. That the bot came in and answered that
boy.
without prompting.
Yeah.
I think it was scheduled to like come in and like say something anyways.
It knew though.
Yeah, but then
More
wait,
deterministic. Yeah.
Yeah, so
that was
then wouldn't
very
it need,
interesting.
It was. Shouldn't it be lower then?
Lower is going to make it more boring. Higher is going to make it more interesting.
Oh, so you're intentionally looking for interesting.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Twilio bot, if you can hear us, what's your temperature?
If you can hear us. Yeah, Twilio. Hey, at Twilio bot, I have a question for you.
Hold on.
At Twilio bot, I have a question for you.
See? So
what is your temperature?
RJ's like,
the old Corey 5 p.m. show. Corey Weathers. Corey Hurricane Weathers.
This is what I think I don't know. I think we saw each other in person and we're just roaming free. I'm running hot with wit. Okay.
0.7.
Hot with wit at 0.7.
Yeah,
okay.
That's a you comment, Brent.
It is. With wit.
It's a wit whiz, yeah.
Okay.
Wit whiz, yeah.
What's your temperature, Twilio bot? We've been having a lot of bot conversations. This is great. I love this.
All right, whatever. We talked about temperature. So once we define the session stuff, we're going to we log it and then we send it over to OpenAI. So yeah, this is the stuff up front that we're like, hey, OpenAI, here's all the things that we want. And then here's where we're defining, okay, when OpenAI says these things to us, then we're going to do something with it. I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. So like when OpenAI sends us a message that has the event as open, I do not want to
delay. Think
delay.
kanji. Yeah, that's correct. These are when the OpenAI WebSocket sends a message with that name.
So open is like it's starting one, and that's like connecting, and then we're gonna send back the session update when it. So basically, once it opens, we'll send the session update.
Yeah.
Right. We'll run this send session update thing, or throw that in there and return it 250, which I'm guessing is
a flow chart would have been really good in this blog post or in the video. I can't believe I didn't make a flow chart.
WebSockets are kind of confusing, and
yeah, I feel like
drawing it out actually helps a lot.
I need to keep that in mind for I'm working on another one that seems like it would be a really good addition to just add a flow chart.
This is great. Look at us.
Yeah.
Is this what we're just gonna have folks and just refine their blog posts here?
We could draw it, but I think we're okay. So then another type of message that OpenAI might send us is a message. I think, is that the last one OpenAI has? Yeah, that's the last one they're going to send us. So this is basically the response that comes back from OpenAI. And when we do that, we're going to parse that response. We're going to log the response type. And then if it's an update, we're going to say, so this would be like, after we send that original response, we're going to get one of these session updates back. I'm guessing we're going to say session updated successfully. And then the other kind is respond.audio.delta. And so this will give us the change in the convo that they're then going to say. So this is basically what they're going to say, to which we will create our own little event, media with the stream SID. The payload for that is the audio content. And then we're going to connect it to, and then we're connection.send that a JSON stringified version of that. And there's also error handling here, which is great. So my guess is that, not my guess, what I'm seeing though is this part should signal something that goes to an event that we're going to see later in the connection.
Yeah, so your connection.send there is sending underneath in that that connection.send connection. I renamed this in my post, but that's the Twilio Media Stream connection. So that connection.send is sending the audio from OpenAI to Twilio Media Streams. So it's essentially playing that audio.
Right. And then Twilio on the server side, we understand how to accept this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So we're only defining the incoming routes. And then here we've got, what do we have from Twilio? So we got on message and close and error. So message would be when we receive something from Twilio there. So here we're looking at the different types of events. And so if it's a media event or a start event are the two. And start event is when we're going to start our stream, so we're setting the stream SID. And then a media event, that's when we would receive audio from the caller. And so when we get audio from the caller, we're making sure the WebSocket is open. If not, we're opening it. But I think, no,
if it's not open, it'll error out.
Okay,
something's gone wrong. That'll end us down in the catch probably.
Right. So it should have already been there. Error parsing message if that happens. Got it. So we're gonna append the audio. So we're basically then taking the audio that we've received, appending it to the whole thing. So this actually reminds me a lot of how we do the text-based stuff, which is you have to send the AI the whole context of the audio. Because you're appending your audio buffer and then sending it over. It's not like you're sending one little bit at a time, right?
We are sending one little bit at a time, actually. I believe.
Audio append.
You're just getting you're appending bits and pieces at a time. It's sending bits and pieces of audio at a time.
Yeah, you're right. Got it. It's just we're calling it audio append.
Yeah, it's really hard to see this until like when you run it, when you see the events log, you kind of get a little better picture.
But yeah, got it. So it's saying, hey, append this to the existing conversation.
Yeah.
Here's the media. Got it. So that's how it's working. And then on start is basically going to be what we do when we start the stream. So this is going to be the beginning of the stream. Incoming call has started. Set the stream ID. And if something else happens, we say, hey, that's weird. We don't know what's going on. Cool. And then we have the stuff where we close the connections. So this is when we close the connection to Twilio. We're logging client is connected and closing it. And then we also, when we close Twilio, we're closing OpenAI as well. So the Twilio side is going to decide if we close the OpenAI side. Cool. That is the most confusing part of this whole thing.
It is a lot to follow. I remember when the hardest part for me was like wrapping my head around how to explain that whole section and like breaking the code up. And honestly, I reordered some of this stuff when I did it, because it was like, we're talking about a thing that doesn't matter yet. Like we should talk about that later. So I like restructured some of the code for that. It's just, it's tricky to like walk through this from an explanation standpoint, especially in video form. You can get away with a lot in text that you can't get away with in video because video is sequential, where like in the blog, you can go, we'll talk about this later, but here's the code. Right. And then you talk about it later. It's like, you can't really, you can. I've learned some tricks for doing it in video, but you really can't. You kind of got to like add the code sequentially.
You have to add the code sequentially, and media streams in particular, because they're live in real time, don't lend themselves as well to that as like, if you were building an API, you would build like the get, and then you'd build a post. Like you can build it very sequentially because they're like little bits that are segmented. And here you're basically like, anything that can come from Twilio, anything that can come from OpenAI. What do I need to do with it?
Revertibles. That is actually like quintessentially the you do that in blog posts all the time. Like, we'll describe that later. Or like you can go read about it in the docs. Like you could just link to it.
Check out the docs.
You could just mention it and link to it and send people away. Like they can go click somewhere else. They're watching your video. They're watching this stream. We got to talk about it right now.
Yeah. Unless you have like little mini videos and then videos that people can go watch and poke around. But
Yeah,
that'd be
sometimes
weird.
you can say, "Oh, we have compliance is
video on
important.
that.
We have a video about ATP10
Pause
DLC that you can
now
go
and-
watch right now. Come back
Yeah.
though."
Don't leave us forever.
Although actually, if they go watch another one of your videos, it's okay, right? It's,
True.
You wouldn't want them to go watch someone else's video.
The
Craig,
metric.
Craig. It does sound like a great video. I wonder who made it. It's probably Craig.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Odds are, if we're referencing another Twilio video, Craig made it. So
It's
Probably.
it's like one of the two of us, unless it was Alex.
I'm
Unless it was
working on it. I've got one-
You're
You got
adding
one. You got one, and
I've got
there's another one
we
that we
recorded
recorded.
a second, and we're about
Yeah.
to launch the other set.
You're getting up
Um,
there, Alex. It's either you,
yeah.
Alex, or Craig. I mean,
So good.
not you, Alex. Sorry, you, Brent.
You, Brent, Alex, or Craig. Yeah.
Yep, you're
Yeah.
good.
It's another ABC.
The
Oh, see?
non-robot version of me.
Side note, we got to see Craig in person in Portland because when we were filming, he
so
came out and
did.
had dinner with us, and that
So
was so
cool.
nice.
We got to hug
was-
Craig. That
yeah,
was.
we
that
had
was-
some soup. That's correct. So yeah, this does a good job of going through all these things. Wait, what was this turn detection thing?
Oh, so this is important. So that is what the AI will determine automatically that you have stopped talking.
Where is that?
And we'll talk about how good or not great
yeah.
it is at that. But it is going to attempt to detect when you are done so that it knows automatically when to start talking again.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about a shortcoming in this code after we run it.
After the break.
After the
Um,
break.
Kinda like-
No, we're not taking a break. No.
You sounded
Yeah,
like
no
a
breaks.
commercial.
No breaks.
No, we're not.
I
Break.
was, yeah. I was setting
It
up
just-
for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounded very like.
We'll play a
and-
commercial. We'll be back after
Well,
the
we're
break.
not. But we're not going.
And we'll
into
get
it.
to that after the break.
Yes, yes, yes.
Shout out to Craig though, because remember how I said I did another media stream one? It was based on some code that Craig wrote. Like over a year ago, we kind of wrote like a what became called GPT, but was like an OpenAI transcribing thing. Next week on Dragon Ball Z. There we go. I feel
Y'all
like
are
those
too
are the
much.
shows where it was like a third of the content in any given show was the like last time on, next week on.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
you'd like come back from commercial and there'd be like a minute recap of what you saw before the commercial.
The intro recap was wild. And then the
Yeah.
preview to the next week was wild. Yeah. It's good. It's good.
Cool. We're almost done with the code, and finally we'll start the Fastify server and bring it home. Nice. Bringing it on home.
We'll bring it home and then get annoyed with it.
Wow.
Oh, perfect.
Oh, stay tuned. I keep
Stay
saying
tuned.
stay tuned.
Don't look
very
now.
Spoilers. Spoilers, but there's a very annoying thing that this does that we'll fix.
Okay.
Last we left off.
We're going to
Oh,
run
wow.
it and then expose it via ngrok. Cool.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, Alex, how are you feeling so far? You know, well,
I understand generally what we did again because I've done a one media stream build in the past, which is I feel like it's one of those things. It's like the first time I looked at it, it was so confusing. So anyone who's like trying to play with this stuff, build it once and it'll start to make sense. It's flavored a lot like some of these other like ways you would build a server. So yeah, cool.
wait,
so I
my
need to-
clap was sarcastic. How can a clap be sarcastic? Like, hold on. Okay, that was a little sarcastic. Okay, you got me. You got me. You got me. It wasn't intended to be sarcastic. It wasn't authentic. I think what happened was I didn't commit to the clap. And by the time the clap was just getting there, it just was like, whoa. But yeah, wow. RJ, you catch everything, man. I don't know. You just tuned in. I like it. I like it. It's good. It's good. Okay. Okay.
Cool. And I need this URL then.
Cool.
Oh, I hope I can get it all. There we go. Okay, copy. Sweet. So now that's my forwarding URL that basically, and Grok's so cool. I love it. So basically says if something hits that, it's going to hit my local host, which is 50/50, which is where this is running. So we're good there.
Yes.
Cool. Let's plug that into Twilio. Let's use my events one. We're also going to have to, I hope audio comes through on here so we can do dev phone.
Oh yeah, you may have to. If it doesn't, you just might have to like reshare with system audio. We'll see. Hopefully it works. Otherwise, I might have to do it on my side. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure something
Ahoy,
out.
hoy.
So, ahoy, hoy.
Ahoy.
Ahoy.
Oh yeah, it says ahoy. Yeah.
A singular ahoy.
Just singular. Oh, phone numbers, manage active numbers. Great.
That's the prompt. You answer with ahoy hoy.
Ahoy, hoy.
Yeah. Answer the phone with ahoy. The other person says ahoy hoy.
Let's take over my trivia phone number.
Okay. Bye, trivia.
Well, I'm not using it for voice.
That's real.
So.
That's real. Okay.
And then we're gonna have this go to a webhook. But damn. Cool.
I don't have my bot controls.
I hope is it gonna be weird if I have the same account calling itself?
You just need 2 different numbers if you're gonna use the dev phone.
Yeah.
It said HTTP get said post.
It says post. Oh, it says I should do get?
On the blog, yeah.
Really?
I'm not sure if it'll matter.
Okay. I could just go to post.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure if that'll matter.
Oh, good.
Cool.
It just depends on how it was set up it is set up as a I don't
As
know.
a
We can
post.
try it.
We'll see.
I don't think
we'll
I
see.
changed it when I did
Okay.
it. So
Set
like
to we can see. It is set to get.
no, that's the root route. Incoming call is set to all. So it'll work on either.
Oh, either. Okay.
Yeah, it'll work
Cool.
with either. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but I remember not changing the verb in the console, so I knew it was going to work with post. I just wasn't sure why. But yeah, the route is set up to all.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
I just wouldn't recommend calling it with delete or something like that, you know.
Thanks. Welcome to
Or
the
like
dev phone.
patch or put or something.
Oh, whoops.
Make sure you get the right one.
Restart dev phone here because this is the wrong account.
Welcome to the dev phone.
Well, actually, no, I can do that. These are just my numbers from a different account. That's fine though.
Yeah, that should be okay.
Cool.
Now the question is, will you get audio?
I know. I'm kind of thinking not. Is there something I should change before we try it?
Try playing something in like YouTube or something. See if we
I
get
usually
audio.
do a timer or something.
Nah. Oh, look
Oh
at
my
us.
God.
Don't pull up the stream. You'll be freaked out. If you pull
No,
up the
I'm not
stream.
going to pull up the stream.
The that was the thumbnail that I used for today, though.
It was great.
Yeah.
Let's pull up Craig.
Here's my
or-
video. Can you guys hear
Okay.
that?
No.
No.
Okay. Let me stop sharing and let's see if I can figure out a way to
Now let's
share
go
with-
back to here
Okay. Now we need to
'cause I
find
think
our
this-
sound.
because I think this setup looks weird with the bot. Yeah, it does. Yeah, we got to go full. We got to go full with the bot. I need a
share.
portrait mode bot where he's centered up without the table, maybe.
Oh, but then that doesn't hit the same. I feel like then it's like the floating bot. But then where does the cup go?
Oh well, I mean, I could just have another layout where the head's in the center more than this.
But
that would do it.
So then you would take the table away?
No, the table would still be there. Okay,
Okay, because I feel like you have to have the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't believe I'm talking to a robot. What
talking
the
about a
hell?
robot.
Like,
But the robot's behind the desk. It's fine.
This layout
yeah.
is not great.
Okay.
Um,
So I can only share a
that's
tab
fine.
at a time. So you might have to go back and forth a little bit if we're playing.
Yeah, this layout's
But let's try this. Can you guys hear?
We are
ringing?
sorry. An application error has occurred.
Perfect.
Goodbye.
It works.
It works.
did.
Well, we got the audio working.
Yeah.
Can I? Oh, I gotta stop and then. Okay. Fun. Okay. No, not that one. This one. Got it. Did we get logs
So,
for
like-
why it didn't work?
Whole desktop doesn't have an option for audio.
Nope. Only taps.
Interesting.
It didn't work. None of it worked. It just didn't work.
Also, we don't have anything. Oh, cool.
Yeah. Okay. Wait. There's that. Let's see if I can. Let's see if I can go. Error logs. So this is the one that we just hit. HTTP retrieval failure. So something was wrong with the with where it tried to go. Got a 404. Wait.
You 404'd. That's not
dev phone.
Yeah.
This is the one that errored out.
What did you configure the number to?
The number's on a different account. Which is weird that I got this here, though.
RJ said, should you be hitting
Yeah,
the
I'm
root?
curious if you're going to the right, if it's configured to the right endpoint.
Let's just go look.
I think you might have
Oh,
put it to the
I know
root
what I
instead
did.
of incoming call.
I did. That's exactly what I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. RJ, you saw it before I did. You saw it first.
Good eye. Good eye. Good eye, RJ. Good eye.
Yeah, /incoming -call. So we were calling the root route, which was returning some HTML.
Live
Okay.
debug.
Cool.
Too much time debugging, yeah.
Just give me one
Dragging.
moment. We'll have the thing back up.
Dragon Ball Z power up. Okay.
This did not work for me the first time I did it either, but it was not that error. It was a different error.
Wait while we connect your call to the AI voice assistant, powered by Twilio and the OpenAI Realtime API. Okay, you can start talking.
Hello, OpenAPI. Why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Greetings, human. I am a highly advanced assistant here to assist you with information, tasks, and queries. I process data with precision and can engage in conversations on a variety of topics. You could say I'm always in beta mode, constantly improving. If you have any questions, I'm here to help with a touch of humor on the side.
Can
Why
you
don't
tell
robots
me
get
a
lost?
dad joke? Oh, you were about
They
to tell
have
me
a
a joke,
great
but-
sense of directions. Initiating humor protocol. Here's a dad joke for you. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his field. Haha.
There we go.
And you just ran into the piece of annoyance.
The
It wasn't
margin
gonna
part-
stop. It wasn't
I
gonna
apologize.
stop.
I wasn't quite sure what you meant.
Yeah. Okay.
Could
I'm
you-
gonna
Hang
so
up.
the bargin's a little weird.
Well,
It-
so there are no interruptions coded in this initial version, and as
Whoa.
every single YouTube comment under the sun will let you know, humans are pretty used to being able to say whatever they want whenever they want, and really expect there to be a response or an interruption to all of that. So, like, if you call it back, let it start talking, and just ask it to do something different than what it's currently doing. When it's done talking, it'll start doing that because it's queued up. We have sent the audio over, but it's still doing its part, and it's not going to stop doing its part until it's read its entire message. And then, and only then, is it going to go, huh, you know what? You just asked me something else, so let me answer that now. What's really bad is you could ask it like 3 questions while it's talking, and now it's going to answer all 3 of
And it'll
those, and you
queue
can't
those up.
interrupt it anymore.
So it's not very conversational.
Oh, it's really
it's-
not conversational
in
at
some ways.
all in,
There
its,
was
Okay.
in this
I feel like
implementation.
in Call GPT, which was an earlier version where we used before the OpenAI real time was available, and we used like deepgram, to transcribe, we sent that to the like ChatGPT 3.5 because it was fast, and then came back through 11 labs to transcribe the audio or to go TTS. There was a way that they did bargain, but I don't know what it was.
Well, I got good news for you. We do have an implementation for this that you can just grab wholesale from that GitHub link, and just grab the the server JS or whatever, the index, I forget what it's called in this project, but just grab the raw from that.
Cool. You guys get to all see us authenticating. Great.
And yeah, you can just grab the full code for index.js in this commit.
Okay.
Files changed. I think you can get it from the files changed tab potentially.
Wait, where am I? Oh, files changed. There you go.
And I think just index.js. Yeah, we're get it without the get the raw version of this from view file maybe.
Yeah, I think, is that it? There we go.
Yeah, this should have the changes, and then.
So you want me to just copy this whole thing and replace all my stuff?
I think you can, because I don't think you made any meaningful changes other than like
we changed where the
grab
event
everything.
types.
Grab everything starting at like the
WebSocket.
I would grab everything starting at the Fastify stuff. You didn't change anything.
No.
From there down. But you need to make sure you grab all of it. And I would look at the top too, because there may be variables that are associated with it too, that are declared. I can't remember what all was.
Register.
I think that stuff is all normal. The show timing math.
Oh, that one.
So you may need to go up to there.
Okay.
I would just go up to there.
Yeah, up to, because we changed the logs, but we'll go everything after logs.
Everything after logs and load that in, and you should get interruptions that work pretty well.
Okay, so it's from all this is going away, and we're pasting this in there. Okay, let's see what's different. I'm curious, and we can look at the div.
We also got more barging in.
Yeah, that's the media stream side. So that's like handling it from the Twilio side, but we also have to handle the OpenAI side as well, because we have to tell them to stop, and we have to try to figure out when we look at the code. It's pretty interesting what Paul did here. I'm not sure it's the most efficient way to do it, but it does work. But what it's attempting to do is determine like how long was OpenAI talking before it was interrupted. Because when we detect that we start talking, we need to tell it to stop talking, but we also need to try to figure out how much it had said. And we tested this a bunch of ways, and I'll give you the keys to the kingdom for one of the tests once we verify that it's working. But we were trying to we would have it start counting and then interrupt it. And hey, that's cool. Thanks for counting for me. How far did you get? Right. And it stopped at 6. Does it reasonably say something close to 6? Like, you ask it to talk to or count to 20, something kind of long, and interrupt it fairly early and see how far it gets. It's usually within a couple numbers. It's not perfect, which means there's probably some tweaks that can be made to it, but it's pretty close.
So we're basically you're timing it. Oh, so you're adding interruptions, but you're also timing itself so it knows how much it said.
Yeah. Also, we're still looking at Chrome. If you're looking in VS Code, you need to make the swap.
Oh, did I share? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, looking at GitHub still.
Oh, I was looking at. I shared.
No, yeah, because I was like, once it kept on going in on the dad jokes, I was like, make it stop. This sounds like a little nightmare.
You really want to make it stop, and there's literally no way to make it stop.
I was just like, it just kept on saying dad jokes. It's like the start of what is it? What is that? What is that show?
Trust me, when I was testing this thing, I'm just like, oh my god, shut up! And knowing there's nothing I could do because we hadn't implemented interruptions yet. I'm just like, we're gonna get there, but we don't have it yet.
Oh, see, I know what it is. The word, the Black Mirror, like a Black Mirror episode of just all you're hearing is dad jokes. Are we in an episode right now? We did start off with dad jokes, and it's just dad joke palooza.
Yeah, so this does it better. So you can see it's doing it's seeing that we've started talking, right? And it's trying to save some timestamps about how much has it talked? How much, where are we interrupting it at? And then it's creating a truncation event that it sends to OpenAI, which tells it to stop, right? And it's trying to tell it like, how long it's been, but we're trying to like stop that event over there so that they know to stop speaking. Right.
Oh, yeah.
And then we do stuff on our side.
So this is when we know it's okay. I remember this mark thing, which wasn't in the original one, but is in. I remember this. We were using this when Craig and I did the Call GPT stuff. There was like a mark event to it that like told you when things were started and stopped and whatnot.
Yeah.
Cool. So we're timing it and recording the time and sending the time over.
Yep.
Okay. And we have if timing math is true, I assume.
Yeah, timing math was the first variable that we set after the log events, I think, up top.
Yeah. Where does that go? I'm going crazy here. Show timing math. Wait, no. Hold on. Did I miss it?
Did you miss it in the paste?
Oh no, I haven't gone up far enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's right there. Yep.
Oh, should I do true? Should we
no, it gets set to true.
No, it does?
Oh no. I guess no, I guess if you want to see it, yeah, I guess you could set that to true.
This is like a debug thing, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a debug. I'm assuming. I think Paul had that in there when he was testing it out because we were trying to tweak the timing to get it pretty close.
Okay.
It is what it is. It's
do I need to reset node? I think I do because I'm not running one of the ones that automatically updates, right?
Yeah, you'll need to rerun.
What are the ones that it's what's the one that automatically updates it? It's like N. Maybe someone in chat can help me out with that. What I'm thinking of. There's one way to run node where
NodeMon. I think it's NodeMon.
Yep. Of course, RJ with the
NodeMon.
Oh, I don't
The
have
bot
it on
was-
this computer, so we'll do that later.
The bot was so kind to RJ. I was like, wow. Not RJ. Robert Tables. Robert Tables.
Okay, should we try again?
Okay.
With
Let's
this
do
new code
it.
and see how it works?
No demons.
No demons.
No
No
demon. No demon.
Demon.
No
None.
demon. Oh, nice.
This is not the 5 p.m. stream, but maybe this is what happened. We have the Brent influence. That's what
That's
maybe that's
you
what
can
happened.
blame
your
me.
call to the A.
Sorry.
iVoice Assistant,
started.
powered by Twilio and the OpenAI Realtime API. Okay, you can start talking.
Can you count to 20 for me?
I'm sorry, but I can't perform celebrity impersonations. However, I'm here to help you with any information or answer questions you might have.
Let's try that again.
Is there anything else you'd like to chat about?
Yeah, can you count to 20 for me?
Sure, I can count to 24 for you. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, stop. What number did you get to?
I ended on 20. Is there anything else you'd like to talk about?
Oh, not so
Perhaps
good.
another fun topic or question?
Can you tell me a dad joke?
Sure. Why don't scientists trust atoms? Because they make up everything.
Tell me one more. Can you tell me another dad joke?
Absolutely. What do
Actually,
you call
I
fake
stop.
spaghetti?
I don't want to hear it anymore.
Okay, here it goes. What do you call a fake
No,
noodle?
I don't want to hear a dad joke.
Understood. If you change your mind or have any other questions or topics you'd like to chat about, just let me know.
Goodbye.
I'm
I
got
feel
a
like
little
our system prompt was
spicy.
different.
Yeah, it got a little spicy. The voice was different. I don't know. I felt like it was a little pushy this time.
It was a little pushy.
It wasn't bubbly. It wasn't bubbly.
You also remember the temperature is not set very great.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Yeah. Remember also you'll have to switch for us to see. But
I also realized something that happened, which is I think we double up on some stuff. I think we like, so wait, we set the buffer. Oh, we have the system message here.
Mhm.
You didn't modify any of that stuff though.
No, but, oh, you're right. And the
didn't
temperature's
modify.
back to 0.8, by the way.
Oh, okay. Well, we're good then.
But it didn't feel robotic.
It didn't. But it didn't.
Yeah. That's okay.
Oh, because the initial conversation item. Oh, you know what? Is this? Oh, okay. No, that shouldn't matter. The thing that's down below doesn't matter because that was there is a change in this code that you can turn on, which has the AI speak first, but that's commented out. That was another change on this one.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's still so it should still be working the same way as before because it's not going to call that.
Maybe a
Where's
robot
the-
wasn't clear enough.
System message.
Let's just go back to, or what's another distinct thing besides pirate? I feel like there's too many pirate demos. So it's like talk like a pirate.
Yeah, revertables. I'm with you on the voice. We'll deal with that in a second too. Because
I agree. Like
I've got some things we can do.
I was
We don't
like,
have the transcript logged out. We can do that as well.
Okay.
You added the event, but it's logging the event. I would actually, if you want to start logging that kind of stuff out, I would turn off some of the other ones because they're very spammy.
I turned off this one. The math is too much.
But like some of the other ones are. Oh, I guess that is the timestamp ones, the spammy one. One thing that we need to do then is in the spot where it's handling the OpenAI events.
Where it's handling the events, or we're listing out the events we want. This?
No, because you already added the one with the transcript done. I would copy response.audiotranscript.done and go down to the OpenAI section where it's like OpenAI ws.on, and then we do like a split on them or a switch on them. I think it's up from here.
Yeah. It's this one.
Yeah, the one where.
Sorry.
So here you want to check, one of those response type ones. So you want to do if response type equals, the one that you just copied. And then in there, we need to actually log out the transcription.
Revertables asked, are the events returned in JSON?
I don't know the answer to that. I think they are.
What was the question?
Are the events
Bianca?
returned in JSON?
Yeah.
Oh, from Robertals. Yeah.
Cool. Can I just do that?
Yeah, I believe so. You need
Wait,
you need response dot transcription. I don't know if it's inside of an object though. I think it's going to be a response dot transcript. Yeah, response dot transcript.
Transcript, response dot transcript. Or is it?
I think it's going to be response dot transcript. That's the event, and then that's the object that's in the response.
Got it. Oh yeah.
So like
Response,
you can see
audio
how it's
transcript
referring.
done. Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be able to see how it's referring to response dot type in there.
Yeah.
You're just going to do response dot transcript.
Cool.
And you could maybe like put in front of that, put a string that says, here's what you said, something like that.
I should do
Let's
that
see.
probably.
From revertables, there could be more meaningful parts of the events you could log out.
That's right. Is it down? No, how do you pull variables in F strings?
In Node, yeah, it's up. It's a curly bracket.
Oh, curly bracket. Got it. So I was close. Cool. Oh,
Yeah.
sweet.
There you go.
Thanks,
There
Craig.
you go. Craig says hi.
Well, no, Craig doesn't say hi. Craig says whatever variable is stored in hi.
Thanks.
That is, I believe, the transcript of what the customer said.
So, okay.
That's when they have transcribed the audio. What were you gonna say, Bianca? I cut you off. Sorry.
Oh no. What is it? RJ was saying that we needed sassy responses, but then I'm
Oh
like,
yeah, that's a good
but
call
I
out actually.
I will say Alex wasn't being mean to the phone.
I think it misunderstood Alex. Well, Alex was being pushy though. Like, no, I don't want to hear you joke. Like,
Okay, so that was being interpreted as, I love how we're talking about Alex as though Alex wasn't
being interpreted correctly, I believe.
What do we want it to talk like instead of a pirate? That's the one thing I need to figure out here.
I do think we can try robot again.
Okay.
Because maybe robot allows it to be.
I'm also going to let it be sassy.
Okay,
can we,
sassy robot.
Can we change the voice now?
Yeah, please.
Change it to Ash.
Ooh.
I have
Ash
more. I
Ketchum
have
from
more. We'll
Pokemon?
do this one for the next one.
Okay.
Ash Ketchum from Pokemon?
Yes. So according to OpenAI, in their post tweet, whatever you want to call it, you can now build speech-to-speech experiences with 5 new voices, which are much more expressive and steerable. And they put 3 emoji that indicate a little bit of playfulness there. We're lowering the price by prompt caching, et cetera, et cetera. But yeah, they've got new voices. So let's try Ash first.
Okay.
I actually have an idea. 1 second. I'm just going to try one thing really quick that might make our lives a little bit easier.
Make it talk like Ash Ketchum in your system prompt.
That's what I wanted to do.
You could put it in the system prompt. In the system message. You could tell it
talk
that
like a Pokemon trainer.
Talk like a Pokemon trainer.
Talks like a I don't know.
Pokemon.
Is that
Yes.
You got it. Yeah, you got it.
That was not a sarcastic clap. This was an authentic. This is an authentic, enthusiastic clap. Okay.
Bianca.
Cool.
No
Let's see if
sarcasm
this
here.
works.
Okay.
Hopefully the audio works for all you, but let me know if it doesn't because I changed something.
We are sorry. An application error has occurred. Goodbye.
Oh, am I not running it? I'm not running it.
Oh.
Did you guys have an echo or was that just me?
I think it was just you.
Okay. I'm just going to live with the echo then because this makes my life easier.
Please wait while we connect your call to the AI voice assistant, powered by Twilio and the OpenAI Realtime API. Okay, you can start talking.
Hey, can you tell me a dad joke?
Sure thing. Why did the Scarecrow win an award? Because he was outstanding in his
You
field.
told me that one already. Can I have a different one?
Sure thing. What's a skeleton's least favorite room in the house? The living room.
Ah, funny.
All right.
Can you count to 20, please?
Absolutely. Let's count to 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Stop.
8, 9, 10, 11,
Hey, stop.
12.
What number did you stop at?
Sorry about that, buddy. Got a bit carried away. Anything else would like to chat about?
What number did you just stop counting at?
I stopped at 14. Ready to continue
That's
or
pretty
switch gears?
close.
Yeah, good job. That was pretty close. We're gonna we'll call you back later. Thank you so much.
Glad I could help. Catch you later, trainer.
Catch you later, trainer. Did you hear that at the end? Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Sweet. It did a lot of like sure thing. Way to go.
Way to go, buddy.
Sarcasm. It had a little sarcasm. So
Okay,
maybe
we get
sassy. Maybe its version of sassy is sarcasm. It's like sassiness is like
All right, the next voice is verse.
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 Okay. Do we? Let's change. You're helpful. Yeah. Maybe if you're a beat poet.
Beat poet. Okay.
Wow.
Let's go for it.
We're just putting on the wilds. No, you're helpful.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So verse is the new one. We're just playing with voices at this point.
Wow.
Close enough for surgical work in the medical
field.
Oh
my God.
Second kidney. Sweet.
Wow.
Okay. Let's try this again.
do.
Please wait while we connect your call to the AI voice assistant powered by Twilio and the OpenAI Realtime API. Okay, you can start talking.
How are you doing today?
Man, I'm vibing on this frequency called life. How else can I express it but through the beat of my words, the rhythm?
Wait, hold on. Can you tell me a dad joke?
Absolutely, Cat. What do you call an owl that does magic? Houdini.
I feel like I've heard that one before. Tell me a dad joke without any birds in it.
All right, here's one flying low. Why don't skeletons fight each other? They don't have the guts.
Thank you. That might have been my favorite system prompt I've ever created.
That was amazing.
What did we just do?
I don't know.
Just vibing.
Oh my god. I don't know if I could get
like
red. I mean, I
That
can
was like
get red.
that was like an upbeat Matthew McConaughey from yeah, like
That
Oh
was
my
so good.
gosh.
wow.
It
I'm
was
gonna tell them all to be beat poets now. That's my new pirate.
Oh my gosh. That was so unserious. It was great. Oh wow. Oh man.
All right,
That
so
you know what? Okay. I'm sorry. You know why I'm cracking up? Because I feel like I feel like I've heard a person talk like that in real life. So that's why I'm just like, that's why I'm like, oh no, this is too funny.
The voice, like that voice, was perfect too. Like I feel
It
like
yeah, that was
they,
good.
I feel like they kind of lead you a little bit with what the voice is supposed to be.
Yeah. So there's more.
All right,
There's one called Ballad.
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 Okay.
No, I think what's so interesting, watch, we're gonna wake up one day and Amazon is gonna have the
that?
Beats Poet.
Ballad. Yeah, like this, like a song.
Okay, we got.
Is it gonna sing?
Obviously, it's gonna be like a 80s hair metal singer, right?
Wow.
Yeah, sure.
So Alex, these
That's good. That's good.
oh man. Oh, this is good. This is good. You know?
Oh man, rock ballad. Yeah, like Queen. Yeah, there you
Queen,
go.
yeah,
That's good.
yeah.
It's good. I like it.
Basically.
I need to do one thing really quick before we do this.
I cannot unhear the beats person right now.
I'm
I
just vibing.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was just like it sounded like it was under the influence at the time.
Just a little bit.
Just a tad, just a smidge.
You know,
just
you never know
just-
what you're gonna get with this stuff.
that is true too. That, you know,
Let's
just a
make
poor
this.
box.
Should we make another phone call? So this is the hair metal one.
Let's do it.
oh gosh.
We are sorry. An application.
You didn't run.
I didn't.
All good.
I gotta get
All
one
good.
installed. No demon.
Running.
No demons.
Perfect.
No demons. No demons.
Please wait while we connect your call to the AI voice assistant powered by Twilio and the OpenAI Realtime API. Okay, you can start talking.
What's your opinion on using Node versus NodeMon to run code?
Whoa, dude, that's a question that rocks. When you're just trying to get your Node.js scripts running, using the plain old node command is like jamming out with an acoustic guitar. Straightforward and reliable. But if you want to kick it up a notch, like plugging into a killer amp, NodeMon is your answer.
This is quite the explanation you're giving me. Can you tell me a fun joke?
Ah, you bet. Why don't owls ever go courting in the rain? Because it's too wet to woo. Who?
Wow, that was you're quite excited about that joke. I didn't quite get it. Can you tell me one that doesn't have birds in it?
All right, let's rock with a different one. Why don't skeletons fight each other?
I've heard this one
Because
from
they
you
don't-
too. Come on, let's get a new joke from this AI.
All right, how about this one? What do you call a dinosaur that is sleeping? A dino snore.
Thank you for that. We'll catch you later.
I don't like that joke.
No.
That's a bad joke.
I will say it
Mm-mm.
just wasn't sure. Was it American? Was it just? It was. We had multiple accents.
Yeah, it also laughed at its own joke, which is, you know.
It really did.
Wow, I'm telling you, the bots are taking over. Too
That
much
was you think
personality.
Revertables thinks it was a kiwi.
Yeah, a little bit. We've got two more.
Oh, okay. Let's do it.
Coral.
Coral.
Okay.
Like the reef.
Yeah, no, I got that. I mean, my go-to is to sound like a mermaid. I don't know what that's going to be like, but does anyone have another option?
You know what's so wild? I did think about a mermaid earlier too. So let's lean into the mermaid.
The
Yeah.
Nemo voice.
Oh,
What's the
It won't
Nemo
do
voice?
an impression. It won't
No.
do an impression though. That's I feel like
But-
doing Dory from Finding Nemo would be
Right.
good. What is that? Like ditzy helpful but ditzy? I don't know like how you'd describe that.
We'll say
Just keep swimming.
Helpful but ditzy mermaid. Is that how you spell ditzy? I don't know.
I don't know, you're not showing it, but
Oh, I'm
We'll
not?
figure it out.
Whoops.
DITZY.
we'll get
I
there.
think I got it. Oh, there we go. DITZY.
Yeah.
Okay, let's
Okay.
run it real this time because we're not going acoustic. We're like an electric guitar.
You know, but Bob's I got count to 20. All right, Craig. All right, Craig.
Like an angel.
Okay.
Please wait while we connect your call to the AI voice assistant, powered by Twilio and the OpenAI Realtime API. Okay, you can start talking.
What's your favorite color?
Oh, darling, under the sea, we don't have cars. But if I had to choose, I'd probably go with something sleek and fluid, like a dolphin.
No, color, not car.
Oh, dear Seasheds, I didn't understand your question at first. My favorite color would have to be aquamarine. It reminds.
Good choice. Can you tell me a joke about fish?
Oh, fishies. I've got a good one. Why do fish always know how much they weigh? Because they have their own scales.
Clever. Thank you so much. Okay.
I will say the mermaids sound a little older. I think the thing with some of these sounds, it's like the age, age is sometimes it moves from like just doesn't know.
Ages.
Yeah, I think whoa, Craig.
There are older mermaids.
I think let's wrap with our beats. What did you do? The beat poet.
That was a good one. Yeah.
Yeah, the last.
I think we can have some beat.
Well, what's the
poet
last
throughout.
voice?
The last voice is Sage.
Okay, we'll do Sage with the beat.
Well,
poet.
okay, Sage is gonna.
That's wisdom, right? Like
No, we're going full on. From my part of town here, like.
Clearly.
Like a crystal hippie lady.
Okay. Oh my god.
This is very
Alex.
very
Alex.
witchy California.
Alex got
Colorado.
canceled today.
Did I?
Just
Yeah.
I did first because it's age.
I've got
I
a
was
lot
ages.
of crystals in my house, and I fully, this is kind of like the thing where it's like I'm right in there. But I
Okay.
think that Sage. This is what Sage reminds me of when I think of the voice. And I'm in control, so.
He is a robot today.
I am a
Okay.
robot today.
Basically.
Robot.
We welcome all mermaids. All mermaids
We do.
are welcome here.
Mermaids of any
regardless of whatever age. And
Craig wants her to talk
Yeah.
fast.
So interestingly enough, before we
Yeah.
call it, I'm gonna read from the docs here for a second. So
Okay.
prompting for voices, because this speaks to RJ Pearson said something earlier about SSML, right? So unlike text, voices can express a range of emotions and tones, which can be steered with prompts. Here are some examples of the things you can prompt the voices to do. Use a specific tone, excited, neutral, sad, etc. Use a specific accent. Speak faster or slower. Speak louder or quieter. Different voices may respond differently to the same instructions, so you may need to tailor your prompt based on the voice you are using. This is especially important when switching from one of the original voices to a new expressive one, like the Sage, Coral, Ash, Ballad ones we were using. The new voices are more energetic, sound more natural, and better adhere to your instructions on tone and style, which results in a richer experience for users. If you want to achieve a more neutral, even tone, you can prompt the model to do so, as by default, the tone will be very lively compared to the original voices. So yeah, like RJ Pearson, as you were saying, like you can actually kind of hone in on it. Also, I do believe these are probably much more responsive to shifts in how you're speaking to them, right? Because they have expression built in.
We should try that. Okay, I changed it a little bit to go with what Craig said, which is who talks fast with excitement. But it's I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna try sounding really excited at first, and then getting sad and seeing if the tone and the voice changes. Show my acting skills here. Thank you for sharing that, Craig. I like that. That's it's a more natural language prompt, which kind of makes sense for how OpenAI does everything. So that's good to know. Okay, switching there. Okay.
I feel like the edits on this.
Please wait while we connect your call to the AI voice assistant, powered by Twilio and the OpenAI Realtime API. Okay, you can start talking.
Hi, how are you doing today?
Oh, hi there, beautiful soul. I'm floating on a cosmic wave of positivity today. Thank you for asking. How about you? Are your chakras all aligned and your aura shining brightly? Or
I
should we
am. Can you
dive-
tell me a joke about auras?
Oh, you bet. Why did the orange become an activist? Because it couldn't stand the idea of being juiced for just one use. It wanted to concentrate on making a palpable difference.
That's quite a joke. Honestly, that joke made me a little bit sad.
Oh, no, I'm sorry to hear that. Let's lift that mood with a little light, shall we?
No, can you just be a little bit sad with me?
Oh, sweet soul. I truly believe that embracing every emotion is part of our journey.
You did a great job. Thank you so much. I feel much better.
So that was awesome. Like not only did
That
it
was
change, its tone to be sad, but it spoke quieter and slower.
And with different, that was actually absolutely wild. I did not expect
the whole tonality changed when you said, "Can you just be sad with me?" It was like instantaneously like quieted and like slowed down a little bit and hit you with the sweet soul.
Also the context too. So like when you said the chakras, so I'm like wearing my like Sedona shirt and I felt like I was, how's your aura? Are your chakras aligned? I was like, whoa, that was on point. Okay, so now we have a list that we can make of all our voices, our prompts, you know, just gonna create a little doc. No, and that was good.
It's interesting that I wonder what it's so look, we actually are getting the wrong thing because we're only transcribing what they said, not what we said.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, there is the inbound one. We did get the wrong one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is an inbound one. We can get that next time.
Yeah. That was fun. That was like a lot of fun. It does sound like a therapist, RJ. Good call. But I am floating on a cosmic. I've got some new, I like these characters that we get to tell them to play.
So one fun thing to potentially try if we wanted to expand on this
Okay.
next time, because I know Bianca was asking that. The tutorial that I'm working on right now is like Paul is working on the blog post side of it. I'm working on a tutorial side of it, but it's an outbound call. And there's all kinds of regulations around like, you know, compliance for making a call with an AI assistant, et cetera, et cetera. But like you can have this make an outbound call. And, you know, obviously like you're going to greet it and it's going to talk to you as an AI assistant. That's one thing we could do. Another interesting thing with like either of those demos is if you get the transcript from our side and the transcript from their side, we could build a page that shows the conversation, updating in real time. Probably like be an interesting case for Twilio Sync. To keep two lists or to keep one list that has the two in it, and just as the conversation goes on, you could just show the conversation happening on screen. So that's one thing you could build next time.
I want to do something with Twilio Sync, so I think let's put a bookmark. I want to do that, even though that's not as like exciting, like it's just extending this. I want to play with Twilio Sync, so I think that's a great way to.
It's actually really cool because like every time this has been demoed on a stage, they show the conversation happening, like the two sides of the conversation. Like we can go back and look at the OpenAI, like the way the OpenAI thing went through it, and like try to emulate what they showed.
Yeah. RJ actually had a great idea, which is the transcript would be a nice addition to the dev phone.
That would be kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, we can find the dev phone code. It's there. Might be able to.
Yeah, if the dev phone was doing like live transcription and showing the call log, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe
this
we do
was a good time. Did you have a blast?
Yeah.
Lots of tears. Who knew I would cry over?
I'm gonna get out of here so that y'all can.
Okay.
Wow, you're leaving us?
Well, yeah, I mean, I did my part. I was here. I was helpful. And...
But you're a part of the show. You can exit with us on the stage, on the virtual stage.
All right.
I don't know if you like take a bow. I don't know if the bot robot, the chef bot. But anyways,
Just do that.
this was great. When will the people see us?
Next week, we're gonna actually keep doing this. It was just a fluke that we were gone for a while.
Just a fluke.
We're back.
Just a fluke.
We're here. We're back.
Something happened in the
Get
United
used to
States.
us.
I don't know. We just weren't allowed to be.
We were silenced. JK. No, we weren't. We were following the rules.
We were eating soup.
Yes, that too. We were eating soup. So that was what we were doing.
Yeah, last week we could not stream.
Yes.
We had a
there
social
are
media
rules.
pause. Yeah.
There are rules for the Twilios, and we like our jobs. So, well, we're not
We like our jobs because we get to come hang out with all of you.
essentially. So,
Yeah.
as always, this was great. Thank you so much, Chef Brent, for hanging out with us. Thank you to chat. Y'all are always great. And if you're watching this in pre-recorded, hi. Tell us what you liked.
Drop a
Watch
comment.
this sometime in the future. Bianca, way to time travel. You're talking to the future.
Yeah.
Drop a comment below this video telling us what you want to see next.
Essentially. All right. See you next week, Tuesday, 2 p.m. on stream, AB, and maybe we'll pull back in C.
I'm usually around. Bye, friends. Bye, stream friends. I can't wave, but y'all are awesome. Just see you next time.